right, hey, Eric Stromquist and Ken Smyers here. We're here with a legend in the controls industry. As a matter of fact, he was a Hall of Famer at the Control Trends Awards. It's our distinct pleasure to be talking with George Thomas, Contemporary Controls. George, thanks for taking a minute to speak with us.
Thank you for meeting with me.
Absolutely. George, for our viewers out there who might not know what Contemporary Controls does, sort of give us the elevator speech if you don't mind.
Okay. Well, we believe in BACnet. Our product line is building on BACnet, Bass Automation, and Niagara supports BACnet, and we fit in very well here. So we make ancillary equipment based on BACnet, runs with tritium equipment in Niagara, and our specialty now is like Sedona framework. We're really a believer in Sedona. We're here at this meeting. We had about 5 of us who are supporting Sedona, and we had a meeting. We're going to have a follow-up meeting, and we're promoting this as a standard.
Well, a couple of things I want to say real quick. First of all, is you make ancillary devices that work really well. So you guys, I mean, you know, rock solid, price competitive. So I can't say enough about your product. But you know, we're hearing a lot at the conference about the cloud to the edge and so on and so forth. For our viewers who might not know, it seems like Sedona plays really well at the edge.
We feel it does. Tritium may have different plans on the edge. They're developing their own strategy for it. But we feel we have Sedona today, working products. They are stable, and we feel it could be a good edge solution and an IoT solution. So we feel it fits in very well.
Well, George, you've been a true pioneer in the business. You've literally started from ground zero in your basement all the way to becoming a multi-million-dollar global company. It's been very successful by knowing exactly what works and doesn't work. And I think it's why it's so refreshing to hear you talk and when you endorse things that you know they work. Why don't you tell us about some of your newly developed products and how they fit in, as we said, like we always talk about race to the small space. In other words, not every building is a skyscraper. You have a lot of underserved buildings where the BAS controllers and some of your other products fit perfectly well in those applications.
Correct, and we see the 3 levels. We see at the lower level their field devices, our controllers. At the middle level is the integration, you know, talking up to the head ends and talking down to field controllers. That's where our gateways and our routers fit in there. And on the head ends, we could be agnostic. We can do with a Niagara head end or a DG5 or a Fin, whatever, sure, because it's BACnet. So, and that's one's the beauty of BACnet.
Awesome, cool. Well, George, you got some new stuff you can show us today?
Sure, I'd like to show. We have here, this is talking at both the integration level down to the field level. We're showing a JACE 8000. And it's connected to remote I/O using our Bass Control 22. And this is a Sedona controller, but it could also be a BACnet IP I/O controller. It has Ethernet coming in, Ethernet going out, so it's a built-in switch, so you can daisy chain these with multiple points. Inside all these things, if you want to go into Sedona mode, you have a Sedona SVM running Sedona language. And this one here, which we're showing at the show today as well, this is what we call the Bass Control Z. It has no I/O, it has BACnet IP going up, and it has BACnet MSTP going down, but it is a full-fledged Sedona controller. It has BACnet for a protocol and Sedona for control. In here, we have a custom component for driving this Cube I/O, and for also Ribby I/O. We'll make custom components so you can adapt to other type of technologies that might be out on the floor. And here is a BTL listed stat, BACnet stat. Okay, what you're seeing here is our new Sedona application editor. This is what we developed special for the Sedona community. It is free of charge. It can be downloaded from our website, and you can generate, and develop, and troubleshoot Sedona applications. On this pane here is our navigation pane, where you bring in your controllers. You can have multiple ones appearing. Down here is our kits and our components. We have the Tritium supplied kits and any custom kits, which will have a company name, like C Controls, or it could be Easy IO, or it could be any one of the suppliers of Sedona if you have the kits. Over here is the properties pane. So if you click on a component, you can see the properties of that component here. So on one screen, we have a complete thing, and then a complete look at our application. We can drag, drop, just like you would do with Workbench. Here are the different tabs at the very top. And you can see, and we also color code. We color code some of these for indicating I/O or some other special functions. This component here was made special for the Cube I/O, and this is an example of being able to build additional components that were not in the original Tritium release. So this allows us to be in a Tritium environment or a non-Tritium environment. We can go to different jobs or different head ends as long as we have BACnet for communication and an open control program like Sedona. So we're a big believer in Sedona, along with a bunch of us here at the show, and we're going to be sharing this type of tool. It'll be open to anyone who wants to use Sedona.
George, that's amazing stuff, man. Thank you so much for showing it to us. For our listeners out there who might want to get a hold of you or see more of your products, what's the best website address to go to?
It's best to go to ccontrols.com, and we have things on Sedona Framework for those who are interested, BACnet. We have a lot of videos on that, and thanks to your kindness for hosting a lot of our videos. We like to educate the system integrator community on the best way to use technology.
Well, and George, I just want to say thank you once again for making that available, that generous supply of knowledge that over 20 years, that been well longer than that, but you have a downloadable book that when people need help on BACnet networking, go to your website, and I believe it's 143 pages, but it is probably the most comprehensive document on the BACnet networking.
Right, well, it's not only on BACnet, it's on Ethernet, it's on field devices like Iris 445 and things of this sort. And we had a fellow came up today and said thank us for that book. Yeah. So they do read it. It came from a lot of our selections of papers we've done through our newsletters. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I just want to echo, George, thank you for the education. Again, if you go to the website, the BACnet series videos you guys put together are phenomenal. So be sure to check it out. George Thomas, we're lucky to have him in our industry. Thanks, George.
Thank you.